everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today Cheryl and I are cleaning up some trees around the edge of our pond. This winter in January we had a forester out look at some of our trees. I believe it was in January, but you can go back, we did a video on that, but we had some Dutch elms disease in some of our elm trees, and there were some smaller trees around the pond that had died back, and some of them were the tops were starting to die. So today we took care of that, got some of those trees cut up. It was a good opportunity for us to get our Woodland Mills WC68 wood chipper out. We bought it last fall, used it a little bit, but never got a chance to really do a video on it or anything. But I suppose we put a few hours on it, chipped up some branches and stuff. So we had it out today. We're gonna get some wood chips made to hold down our weed mat in our garden this summer, in between the rows of the weed mat. So we decided we'd chip this all up and use it for that. We're going to try to chip it right into the back of our Pioneer and be able to haul it and dump it in a location where it's easy to get to for us to put in the garden. A couple of things when I was looking at wood chippers, there's a few different companies that make 3-point chippers. The Woodland Mills chipper is the only one that had a hydraulic assist on it that feeds. It's got a drum with like bar teeth on it that feeds the branches in, so you don't have to fight a branch into a wheel that's going around. It'll once you get it under the wheel, it'll just feed itself right in. So that's one thing I noticed on these. I saw a couple other videos guys had them, and I'm glad I got it, because it's super nice to be able to just stick a piece of wood in there and you can walk away from it and let it suck it into the chipper itself. So I got it hooked up on a L6060 Kubota tractor. I think it's probably around 54 horsepower at the PTO. It's plenty big for this wood chipper, works really well. Yeah, I think that's about it. We'll get this tractor fired up, get the wood chipper going, and run some wood through it. I got a variety of stuff here, a little bit of spruce, elm, dogwood, some other stuff that was around the edge of the pond that we took down. So we'll run some of it through the wood chipper and see how it goes here. Well, we were chipping away, and Cheryl all of a sudden noticed we weren't getting any wood chips, and the wood was still going in. So it turns out the chute got plugged up with wet little limbs and leaves. Made kind of packed a little blockage in the chute and backed up the wood chipper. So one bolt, you can flip it open here, get into the flywheel. We should be able to poke this stuff out of the chute here and get going again. Need some real fine mulch. Well, we just finished up chipping up the wood we had. It went through everything we put in there. We had a little bit of trouble with some alder brush that was real wet and sappy, and the small leaves and limbs plugged up the chute a couple times. We had to stop, clean out the chute. Other than that, this thing will handle just about anything you put in it. I think it's rated to do like a 6-inch diameter log, and we did some that were real close to that and just chewed it right up. So a couple things I didn't mention is the drive wheel that draws everything in. There's a control right here, the big red handle. When you can center it to put it in idle, it stops turning. Pull it towards you to suck wood into it. And it's made that way in case you get caught on some of your clothing gets caught on a limb or something. You'll push into it and shut it off, and it'll stop driving in. And if you push it all the way in, it actually reverses it and backs the wood back out. So if you get a jam or anything, you can also do that. But there's a 5-gallon hydraulic oil tank that's built right into the unit. I bought one 5-gallon pail, filled it up. Shouldn't really have to mess with that. The hydraulics, the PTO drives the hydraulic pump, gives you the drive power to draw the wood in. The PTO drives the flywheel that chops the wood and sticks in the flywheel. So all in all, a good buy. I'm pretty happy with it. We'll be using a lot around here, so I think that's about it for today. We're going to get this last load of chips dumped by the garden and probably make some dinner tonight. It's getting late in the evening, so if you like this kind of stuff, like this video, like and subscribe, and until next time, keep on living the good life.